Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's good, world? It's your boy Gio, man. We back with another one, man. This one right here is the update on Jay Leno. Man, they saying that, he was going to a hotel and something happened, man. They said he was in an accident and he fell like 30, 40 feet down and he messed up his face, his whole side, like, this one's crazy, man. It's not adding up. Like everybody's saying, it's not adding up, so we don't know what's really going on with him. But I can say some people are alleging he's connected to some mob people, and I don't know. It's a weird one. I mean, he's been in accidents and stuff like that before with motorcycles and all kind of stuff with his automobiles and stuff and whatnot. But y'all gotta see this one. Let me know what y'all think, man. Check this out. Let's talk about this one in the comments, man. Hit the subscribe button, man. Appreciate y'all love and support, man.
Comedian Jay Leno revealed he was badly bruised from falling down a 60-foot hill. He said he was staying at a Hampton Inn on Sunday night about 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh for a show. He was walking to a restaurant when he took a shortcut and slipped. The 74-year-old went on to perform later that evening. Leno suffered severe burns to his face and body in a fire at his home 2 years ago.
What on earth happened to Jay Leno?
Oh, your poor face.
Look at my eye.
Oh my gosh.
Jay Leno is all bruised up. The left side of his face is black and blue. His eye is swollen shut. And look at his injured wrist.
It broke my wrist. Lost the nail on the finger. And then I'm all black and blue.
The comedian says he fell down a 60-foot hill.
I said, well, the hill doesn't look that steep. Let me take it down. And then
You rolled down a hill? That's not true.
No, that's true.
Jay Leno says he was staying at a Hampton Inn about 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh on Saturday night when he wanted to have dinner at a local restaurant before his show. Instead of walking a mile and a half down the road, he decided to take a shortcut down the hill. Not a good idea. This is believed to be the steep incline he tumbled down.
Well, I hit a bunch of rocks. It was 60 feet.
Incredibly, the famous workaholic legend performed just 3 hours later without even taking a day off to nurse his injuries. Last night, he was back at it again, performing at a comedy show in Beverly Hills. This is just the latest mishap to afflict Leno in recent years.
What really happened to Jay Leno from Jay Leno's Garage? Jay Leno, the renowned talk show icon and avid car enthusiast, has faced some challenges recently. His beloved series, Jay Leno's Garage, concluded after a successful 7-season run. This signifies the end of an era for Leno, who has been a staple on our screens since he began hosting The Tonight Show in 1992, succeeding Johnny Carson. In addition to the show's finale, Leno has been through 2 significant accidents within a 6-month span. In November 2022, he encountered a severe accident in his garage that resulted in major burns. Thankfully, he made a full recovery after receiving medical care. Then, in a twist of fate, in January 2023, Leno was involved in a motorcycle mishap. While testing a classic 1940 Indian motorcycle, he was unexpectedly thrown off due to an unforeseen obstacle, resulting in multiple injuries, including a broken collarbone and ribs, along with cracked kneecaps. These incidents have understandably caused concern among his fans and fellow car lovers, who have shown an outpouring of support for Leno. Yet through it all, Jay Leno's passion for automobiles and his indomitable spirit remain unshaken.
Conway Show, Mark Thompson's here, and look who rolled in, Jay Leno!
Oh, he rolled in, that is correct.
Love my Jay Leno.
I did roll in.
Love my Jay Leno. Yeah.
Jay Leno, everybody.
Thank you.
Man, oh man. So, I've been to a record store lately?
A record store?
What happened to you?
So
I'm in
I saw you on
Pittsburgh.
TMZ.
Tell everybody what he looks like right now. He's sustained a major injury.
It looks like you have a broken wrist.
Broken
and
wrist.
it looks like you fell. I don't know how you fell on your right wrist and then you screwed up the left side.
Yeah,
of
the
your
left
head.
side of your head is all black and blue.
Well, because I was tumbling down the hill. Okay, I'm in Greenburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, which is outside Pittsburgh, and the hotel is on the hill. So I go out and lie. Where's the restaurant? Right outside the door there. So down the bottom of the hill is the restaurant. How do you get there? He says, well, you can't really get there. You have to walk down the driveway. It goes around this. It's about 1.5 miles, 2 miles to get there. I said, but the restaurant's right there at the bottom of the hill. Why can't I just go down the hill? Well, I think you just want. I said, I'll be fine. So I take 2 steps. No! As I'm rolling down the hill, out of the corner of my eye, I see these 2 older ladies, older than about my age, you know, and they go. And one of them says, "That looks like Jay Leno rolling down the hill." And the other one goes, "So what would he be doing in? Why would he be on a hill here?" And then boom, I literally land in front of them. I got blood all over me, you know.
Wow.
And they go, "Who are you, Jay Leno?" I go, "Hi, girls. How are you?" And that's fine. So we had a nice visit, and then I went and I got something to eat, and then I hobbled to the CVS and bought an eye patch because my eye was all swollen.
Wow.
And I did the show.
So wait a minut. What? Did you break your hand or what happened?
Yeah, I broke my wrist.
And how many places?
Just the one place.
Just
You
the
break
one
it in your
place?
wrist. Yeah, I don't want to break it in any other place.
How long were you tumbling for? Did it seem like an hour?
No. I mean, it's about 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
That's a real drop. I mean, that's a big drop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I understand that because it's the same thing in Dana Point where you stay up on the bluff. The restaurant's right there, but you have to walk 3 miles to get to it. I'm like, why don't you just walk down to it?
Walk down the thing. You go.
That's right.
And by golly, I got to the restaurant. Thank you. But you know, I'm sitting in the restaurant, and it hasn't started to swell yet. And I ordered the chicken parmesan, you know. And then the lady brings it to me. She goes, "Hey, you look different than 10 minutes ago when you ordered." I go, "Why? What's this?" And then I suddenly realized, oh, this eye is closing.
Oh, my God.
And I go, oh, it's swollen. I go, now I'm only looking at one eye. I'm now eating like a pirate. Arg. You know, hilarious.
You look...
it was good chicken parmesan.
I see.
I mean, Mike Tyson doesn't look this banged up.
Well, there you go. He didn't fight as hard as I did. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a great line for tomorrow night.
Yeah, use that, Jay.
Jay,
You're working
Actually, my opening line was, "Don't bring up politics at the dinner table." And that got a big laugh.
What really happened to Jay Leno from Jay Leno's Garage? Jay Leno, the renowned talk show icon and avid car enthusiast, has faced some challenges recently. His beloved series, Jay Leno's Garage, concluded after a successful 7-season run. This signifies the end of an era for Leno, who has been a staple on our screens since he began hosting The Tonight Show in 1992, succeeding Johnny Carson. In addition to the show's finale, Leno has been through 2 significant accidents within a 6-month span. In November 2022, he encountered a severe accident in his garage that resulted in major burns. Thankfully, he made a full recovery after receiving medical care. Then, in a twist of fate, in January 2023, Leno was involved in a motorcycle mishap. While testing a classic 1940 Indian motorcycle, he was unexpectedly thrown off due to an unforeseen obstacle, resulting in multiple injuries, including a broken collarbone and ribs, along with cracked kneecaps. These incidents have understandably caused concern among his fans and fellow car lovers, who have shown an outpouring of support for Leno. Yet through it all, Jay Leno's passion for automobiles and his indomitable spirit remain unshaken.
The more recent accident happened this year. On January 26, 2023, he would still ride motorcycles. He added, "You can't teach men over 40 anything." Both of the accidents involved vintage vehicles, so that may have contributed to the network's decision to cancel Jay Leno's Garage. Put simply, Leno has had 2 auto-related accidents in relatively short succession. Leno did not learn from either of them. If it means avoiding accidents, we understand this decision, but it's not the only reason. Other sources say that Leno's accidents had nothing to do with the show getting canceled. According to a report on MSN, CNBC had other plans regardless. They axed Leno's show because they wanted more business-related content. It's a little hard to believe that the accidents had 0 impact on their decision, but that's understandable too. But for those of you who are just hearing about the show now, you can still watch it. All 7 seasons are available to view online at NBC's website. You can also see the majority of the show's content on the YouTube channel for Jay Leno's Garage. Leno nonetheless says he will continue to work. Along with the stand-up comedy that made him famous in the first place, Leno hosts the 2021 reboot of You Bet Your Life. But for all the gearheads out there, Leno writes regular automotive articles for Popular Mechanics and the Motormouth column in the Sunday Times. Even if he doesn't have a show anymore, he's still willing to give automotive advice. Jay Leno has earned his place in the Television Hall of Fame. Follow his social media if you're curious about
outside Jay Leno's garage. Apparently he fell over and has bruised his face. Jay Leno's really nice, so let's see if we can get some videos and pictures of him, and I'll show you where that is. That's his garage over there. Usually hangs out here. I don't know if he's here yet or not. If he is, we'll see him. He's on his way. He usually stops to talk to me. He's a nice guy, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna get out. All right, Jay, let's see if you speak to me. Nice car. Hey Jay, how are you? How's your face? Wow, that looks really bad, buddy. How are you recovering?
Lovely thing to say.
Are you
pretty bad? Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
But you look good still. Are you recovering well?
No, I'm fine.
How's your eye? You had a patch on yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, my eye opened up. It was swollen shut.
Wow, this is a beautiful car, by the way.
I think it's
What is this? The McLaren?
10 years old. One of the first ones.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much, Jay. Cheers, buddy. Bye bye. Cheers, buddy. Bye bye. Well, that was cool. Kind of spoke to me. I kind of insulted him a little bit by accident. Wow, he has a bad bruise on his face. Really bad.
Does Jay Leno have a gambling problem? The star has sparked some wild conspiracy theories after suffering a 60-foot fall down a hill that left him with significant bruising to the left side of his face, an eye patch, and a broken wrist. Despite revealing that his injuries were sustained during his nasty tumble while staying at a Hampton Inn, social media users began speculating that the 74-year-old comedian, whose net worth is estimated to be around $450 million, might be lying. The speculation ranges from being a victim of loan sharks, Conan O'Brien beef, to gambling debt. The last one is a big theory, as he was staying at a more budget-friendly hotel than other A-list stars. There is no evidence to suggest Leno is in any debt or involved in anything strange and sinister. We hope he recovers quickly and glad that he is doing much better.
Now, for those who may not know, this is not the first time Jay Leno has suffered from a tragic accident in recent years. Back in November of 2022, the comedian would suffer from severe burns while working on one of his cars that caught fire. Several months after that, in January of 2023, Leno would tell the Las Vegas Review-Journal he broke several bones in a motorcycle accident earlier that month. Then he would say, "I got knocked off my motorcycle, so I've gotten a broken collarbone. I've got 2 broken ribs. I've got 2 cracked kneecaps." These past incidents, along with Jay Leno's latest case, definitely feed into Eddie Griffin's conspiracy that he was actually visited by the Italian mafia for owing money. Jay Leno would say these occurrences over the last few years are just bad luck. However, many are starting to believe there may be more to the story. One user on social media would call out the story by writing, "So Jay Leno got set on fire a few years ago. is staying at a Hampton Inn while being worth millions of dollars with an eye patch, bruised up face, a broken wrist, and a missing fingernail. And he wants us to believe he fell down a hill. One more user on social media would agree and add, everything about this story and the two other major injuries Leno had in recent years suggests that his explanation is false and something very strange and sinister is going on. So, what do you guys think about Eddie Griffin calling out Jay Leno's story regarding a fall at a Hampton Inn? Do you believe Jay Leno or do you agree with Eddie Griffin that the story seems suspicious? Let us know in the comments below. And stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing right here to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell and select all so you can receive notifications to all of our content and not just some. Check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise and content. And for our YouTube viewers, if you like this story, send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Cape Town, South Africa for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. Leno's story, some fans on social media are not buying it, including Eddie Griffin. Griffin would cover Leno's fall on his new YouTube series, NNN. According to Griffin, the story just doesn't add up.
First off, ain't Jay Leno worth about $250 million? What the fuck is he staying at the Hampton Inn for? This is some bullshit. And then that eye's swollen up. It's swollen too nice for just to land on a rock and then it just bruised the whole side. Them is constant punches in the eye. I think he didn't pay his fucking respects.
Now, Eddie Griffin isn't the only one to share this opinion about Jay Leno's most recent incident. Several users on social media would suggest his accidental fall wasn't actually an accident, and instead, the comedian owed money to the mafia, which explains his injuries. Some fans will also jokingly suggest the injuries came from former talk show competitors David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, and Arsenio Hall, as the former late night show hosts were all involved in a war for the highest ratings when they were all on air. This is going back to the...
You rolled down a hill? Oh, that's not true.
No, that's true. Jay Leno says he was staying at a Hampton Inn about 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh on Saturday night when he wanted to have dinner at a local restaurant before his show. Instead of walking a mile and a half down the road, he decided to take a shortcut down the hill. Not a good idea.
Well, I hit a bunch of rocks. It was 60 feet.
Incredibly, the famous workaholic legend performed just 3 hours...